Okay, so I've stepped away from YouTube for a while, and I stepped away from writing for a while because I didn't think it was actually a feasible career anymore. Life is getting busy, and writing was feeling like something I just didn't have time for. I think every writer does hit that phase. Before big success, before you second guess yourself, and honestly, I just wasn't sure I was ready to push my script into the world yet. But during that break, I kind of came back to my first feature, OPIUS. It's a psychological boxing drama. It's about brotherhood, grief, and ambition. And the deeper I got into it, the more I realized I did want people to read this. Not just friends, not just screenwriting forums, real people, people in the industry. And that led me to the one thing nobody prepares you for. 120 pages of second guessing yourself is just the easy part. Getting someone to actually read it, getting someone to buy it, was a whole different battle. So I started doing what every new writer does at first. I googled, how do I get my script read? I looked up agents, I submitted to competitions. It all felt slow, vague, and designed for people who've already made it halfway in. And then completely by accident, like a TikTok find, I came across an agency online called R&D Marketing. They're not a film agency, not a script consultancy. They're just a modern outreach agency that specializes in connecting people and projects through targeted emails. And at first I thought, what could this possibly have to do with screenwriting? But the more I looked into what they did, the more one idea stuck in my head. What if I use that to get my script out there? So I reached out to them. I told them I was a screenwriter with a finished script and absolutely no connections. I asked if their outreach methods, which are usually meant for brands, could work for something like a feature screenplay. They did not promise anything magical or unrealistic. At the end of the day, it's just volume and chance. But they explained how their targeted email outreach works. They find the right people using AI tools, they craft a real message, they avoid spam inboxes, and they send your script to humans who actually check their inbox. So I decided to try it. With their help and a little bit of funding, I built a list of people who actually read scripts. Development assistants, indie producers, festival programmers, junior executives, the people behind the scenes who discover new writers long before agents ever get involved. And then I rewrote my logline. I made it sharper, clearer, more emotional, something that actually reflected what OPIUS was about. A young fighter torn between the life he wants and the ghost of his brother pushing him towards greatness. I cleaned up my opening pages. I wrote a short, respectful outreach email. I wasn't begging, I wasn't desperate or pushy, just honest. And I sent it out using a system R&D helped me build. And genuinely this shocked me. People replied. Not in a vague, automated way, real replies. Some wanted to read the script, some asked what inspired it, some gave feedback that actually helped me improve the next rewrite, and some hated it so much they asked me never to email them again. But the experience taught me something I wish I learned years ago. Screenwriting isn't just writing, and a screenplay is a product. Now, you have to distribute your product, you have to market your product. It's how you get your story in front of the right eyes. I decided to take my career into my own hands. Now, a lot of screenwriters talk about structure, dialogue, arcs, and that is so important. But if nobody reads your script, it doesn't matter how good it is, you're never going to get it out there. So using this modern outreach gave me something writing alone never could. Momentum, real conversations, and a path forward that didn't rely on luck. And that's why I came back to the channel. Not just to post breakdowns and rewrites, but to share the whole process, writing, rewriting, and the unexpected ways you can get your work noticed. If you want to try a similar approach, I'll tag R&D Marketing below. They helped me a lot when I had no idea how to put myself out there. There was no sponsorship, no deal, just sharing a resource that actually worked for me. And if you want more videos about the OPIUS rewrite, story structure, and the real journey of trying to make it as a young writer, stick around because there is a lot coming.